Big day for women wrestlers who've alleged sexual harassment against Brij Bhushan Singh. Now, the women wrestlers had approached Delhi court on Thursday saying that their security was withdrawn a day before one of them was going to testify against Singh. Now, we have Nirbhay from the Indian Express with us today, who was there at the Delhi court hearing and where Delhi police gave a reply to this allegation. So, Nirbhay, let's start with what did Delhi police say?
So they basically said that they didn't withdraw the security of the women wrestlers and that there was a quote-unquote miscommunication that happened and that it has now been rectified. So they basically said that the security arrangements are back in place for the women wrestlers. So yesterday, the wrestlers had moved an application stating that their security had been removed a day before one of the complainants in the case, who's also a female wrestler, one of her security was removed one day before she had to sort of depose in the court against Brij Bhushan. So what happened is that the DCP New Delhi responded on X yesterday, and in the tweet he wrote that, we haven't withdrawn the security. We had rather requested Haryana police to take over. And there was a miscommunication, and Delhi police personal security officers misunderstood this and they got delayed in reporting. So that is what he said. He said that we didn't actually withdraw the security of the women wrestlers. So yesterday the court sort of pulled up the police and the DCP New Delhi in personal, and she said that that safety measures need to be provided to the female wrestler whose security had been removed. And she had said that the police needs to respond to why the security arrangements were not in place anymore for the wrestlers, which had to be in place according to an affidavit filed by the DCP New Delhi, which was filed on May last year in front of the Supreme Court.
Okay, so this happened yesterday. And today, what was the final observation?
So today, the Delhi police just said that it was a miscommunication and that security arrangements are back in place and the error has now been rectified.
So security is back in place for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if Nirbhay, you can give us a brief of what is happening in the case right now.
So prosecution evidence, the stage is currently at prosecution evidence. So the trial has started. Witnesses, complainants are all being examined. And the trial began in July, and in May, charges were framed against Brij Bhushan for using force to outrage the modesty of a woman and also for sexual harassment. So initially there were 6 wrestlers in this in the FIR, 6 wrestlers who lodged an FIR against Bhushan. But out of those 6, when charges were framed, Bhushan was discharged for allegations leveled by 1 wrestler. So right now trial is going on in terms of the allegations leveled by 5 wrestlers, and prosecution evidence is going on. Right now media personnel are not allowed inside the rooms because the complainants or the victims, they are actually deposing before court, and they are going to be in vulnerable witness deposition centers or rooms, and media personnel will not be allowed to sort of enter.
So are the wrestlers testifying today?
One of the wrestlers is. So it will be a long process. There are 5 wrestlers, plus there are many witnesses, plus there are police witnesses also. So most of the trial will happen, because it's a sexual harassment trial, most of it will happen either in camera proceedings or in vulnerable witness deposition room.
And Nirbhay, there is a minor also involved, and will that have a separate hearing or is it going to be heard with the same?
Yeah, so that was a separate FIR. So one FIR was included 6 adult wrestlers, and one FIR was based on a complaint by a minor wrestler and her father. So that basically in that report, the minor and her father withdrew her allegations against Bhushan, and so the police filed a 550-page cancellation report, and that hearing is going on in Patiala House Court. So now the judge has the cancellation report. The judge has the judge has heard the victim and her father, and they've said they've sort of said there is nothing against Bhushan. and the cancellation report has been filed in that case. The judge has to decide whether she will accept the cancellation report or not. There have been around 11 hearings and there have been multiple adjournments because on some hearings the judge was on leave, on some hearings the investigating officer was on leave. But as things stand today, it's been around 13 to 14 months since the police filed that cancellation report. The judge is shortly going to make the next hearing in that case is on September 27th. The judge is expected to sort of take a decision on the cancellation report very soon.
And if the judge accepts the cancellation, then it will benefit Bhushan, right?
Yeah, then the case against him is closed.
Closed. Okay. Thank you so much, Nirbhay. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe.